Happy Valentine's Day. We're just making this cutesy little bear because why not? He's fun. He's got like a little paw sticking out, holding onto a Valentine. I can write it fancy for you if you'd like. To do this little bear, you're gonna pick out what color you want your bear to be. I chose the light brown, but now that I looked again to do my example, I would rather have done light pink. Or you could do yellow, blue, green, whatever color bear you want, okay? So welcome to Build-A-Bear. I'm gonna slide this aside. You're gonna take a template that I made, isn't that cute? And you're gonna lay it down on your paper. It kind of hangs off the edge a little teeny bit right here, and that's okay, so don't worry about it. Or if it bothers you, twist it just a teeny bit and then it all fits on there, just barely. You're gonna take your pencil and you're gonna trace. So hold and trace. And I only have one of these, so if it gets backed up, maybe some of you can start with it with the next step instead of having to wait a long time. Okay, so here is my bear. I can hand this off to the next guy that can use it. And then I'm gonna cut him out. Check out the texture on my bear. This is texture. I can feel it bumpy texture, okay? If you want that cool texture, you can grab a pair of scissors and look right here. That's the bumpy one that I used for this. Or if you want him a little hairier, you can use this. Or if you just want him straight, you can just use regular scissors, but probably not the big adult ones, okay? So here's my bear. I'm gonna cut him out. And then next, we could either work on the heart or the actual bear itself. If you want to do the heart next, because some people will be able to use the heart template and some people will use the bear template. This is the heart template. I've got tons of them. So maybe a bunch of you start with the heart one and then we just work our way through the bear. That's not the real bell. That's the bell for school. Because I'm at school and you're not. This is what you're gonna trace on a piece of paper. So I traced this on, let's say I do two blue ones. You can see what we got going here. So in order to do a double dude, like this one is white and pink behind it. In order to do a double guy like that, we're gonna trace this one first. And this is the one that's gonna show the most color. So I will try to cut this out quickly so you can see. Then you got kind of the right size. If you don't like this size, choose a different size. If you don't want to do a heart, do something different there. You guys know that. I'm going to quick cut this out so I can move on to the next part. If at this point I want the heart to be textured on the outside edge, I can take these fancy scissors and cut now at this point. What you do now is fold this in half. So grab it at this part and then the point. And this is really actually tricky. The first time I tried to fold it, I'm like, ooh, this is not lining up where I want it to line up. And you can see where I made a mistake. Don't tell nobody. There we go. So now this folds like a book. So if I hold on to it, I'm holding and I can read this way. You're gonna fold your outside one in half as well, like a book. So if I'm reading, it opens this way, okay? Slide your other heart on top of it. So you've got a little room down here and a little room up here. And then see how it's on the back side too. Now hold it tight with your thumb and you're gonna cut just a little bit on the outside of it. So try to keep the same spacing. So I'm not letting go. I'm still holding on to both papers really tight. And this is tricky. So if you can't get it the first time, no big deal. And the good thing about these scissors is that even if you goof up just a little, oh, there I go, I goofed up a little. Tuck it back on, slide it back down. Even with these scissors, you can't quite tell if you goof up. Like right here, I goofed up a little, who cares, no big deal. But now look at that. Now it is a heart inside of a heart and it's perfect, okay? So again, trace this one first, cut it out, fold it in half, put your second paper inside and cut that out again. And now I have this super duper cool pink and white Valentine. For the paw, I cut out little tiny papers. I use these hole punches right here. I think I did the bigger one, the bigger yellow one for the paw, and I did the little one for here. And then again, I did this bigger yellow one for the eye and a little yellow, this pink one for the eyeball, the pupil. And then I think I did this for the nose. So if you go into the little teeny tiny paper bin where all these little papers are, you can grab out whatever color you want for your eyes and your paw. And if you don't want to do it like that, don't do it like that. Maybe these are hearts. Maybe it's something different. So I'm going to demonstrate how to do the little hole punches. So all of them work a little bit different. This one, it has like a little mouth right here. And you put it inside the mouth, not under it. It goes in the mouth. So pretend it's like a hungry little, oh, I like purple paper, okay? And then usually they mostly have a handle here and you push down. If you lift up and you're like, where did it go? But there's a hole in it. Sometimes there's a trap door in here so that sometimes crafters can make like 20, 30 of these and then pull out the papers. So see how this is the same size as my bear? So again, you can do a color combo of some type. Maybe it's all pink and purple, who knows, or all red and blue. Or, ooh, maybe it's all like your sports team. Maybe it's a yellow and green one or a blue and orange. So there's that. Paw print, I did one big one and 3 little guys. Inside the ear, I just kind of guesstimated what the shape of the ear was, and I held my 2 papers together. So here's my 2 papers. I held them together really, really tight, and I just did kind of like a rainbow shape. That looks pretty good. There's my little rainbow shape, but now they're exactly symmetrical. So when I put them on my bear, they fit here and here. I didn't like how mine went completely straight, so I rounded mine up just a little bit, kind of like a noodle. So down in here, I just rounded just a teeny bit. So now it's tiny, tiny rounded and tiny rounded. When I put it on here, it goes like so, okay? And then last, if you want to fold, I literally just folded his hand down and glued it, so then I only had to do 1 paw. Okay, if you want help writing Valentine, you can have me write it with you, or you can do your own. If you want to trace this nose, I used one of my circles, and I just flopped it on here and traced it. Oh, I think it was this guy. And I traced it with my Sharpie. And then I just did a line straight down, and then a smile, and I did some eyebrows. So a pretty simple little project here. Okay, so have fun crafting, and happy Valentine's Day.